It's Christmas time in the countryside, and everyone's running frantically to finish on time. The stress is a mile high, and my dear, you will survive. Christmas time is wonderful. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Christmas time is about hope. And hope is magical. That's why Christmas is so magical. Hope can move mountains. It can change lives. Hope, love, kindness, forgiveness to not only those around you, but to yourself as well. That's what Christmas is about. Christmas is about saying goodbye to this year. And let's face it, this year's been hard. This year's been hard. Do you feel me? Like, how many out there are like, oh my God, is it over yet? Come on. We need a win in our pocket. But you know what? When I get thinking back on this year, yeah, I remember those hard times. I remember those hard crunches and those hard deadlines and looking at the bank account going, how am I supposed to afford this trip? How are we supposed to do this? And why make this sacrifice? Because we made those sacrifices for our family, for our loved ones, the ones that truly, truly matter, because they needed us there. They needed us by their side. Whatever that challenge was for you, you did it. You survived it. And when you're looking back on that challenge, yeah, you remember that it was hard. You remember that it was painful, that you didn't know if you were going to survive it. You remember the blood, the sweat, the tears, that you cried over it. But the thing you remember the most is the joy, the smiles, the laughter, and how they lit up the stage, how they changed their lives. Hope is magic. As you're looking back on this year and you are saying goodbye, I want you to also take a moment for yourself and forgive yourself for all the wrongs that you think you may have done, for those deadlines you didn't make, or those projects that you didn't quite do as well as you probably should have. The important thing is that you survived it. And you kept going because you're still here. You're with me right here, right now. And I'm here with you. And I see you. I see how hard you're trying. I see between those lines of what you're saying. I see how your heart is breaking and you're crying out for help. I see that. And I hear you, my friend. And I'll tell you what, when you are that person, when you are that family that is literally doing everything in your power just to keep going for the day, and you're looking at the calendar and you're seeing Christmas coming, and it's clicking off really fast, and you're crunching those numbers and you're trying to figure out how to do everything that you got to do, especially out there for my parents. It's hard. And we make these sacrifices in our lives because we want to give our children, our family, our friends, even our neighbors, the best that we can. Because we know, even if we aren't acknowledging it, we know that the hardest months are still coming. We know that with the new year and all the hope that comes with the new year and your chance to start over again and to make the year what you want it to be, you know how hard it's going to be. You know that the coldest months, the hardest months, actually start in January, not in December. December is magical because during December, we need the magic of hope, love, and forgiveness to fuel us up to make it through those harder months that are still coming, to hold us over until spring finally arrives. And my dear, when you're struggling just to hold on and you've got that cold breath of winter's air breathing down your neck and you're looking at Christmas coming, remember, Christmas is about the hope. It's about looking back on that past year and remembering how you shined in your darkest hours. It's about remembering the things that you did accomplish. It's about remembering what you have achieved, because you are amazing, honey, and I truly believe that. Even if we've never met, I believe it. It's when you're alone and it's cold and it's dark and nothing's going right that you find who you are. You find the things that are the most important to you in your life. And that is when you let go of the things that are not serving you in your life. That is when you let go of the past and say, I'm done with this and I am making my own life for myself. This is what I want. This is what I need. Christmas. It's magic. It's magic. It's hard. It is hard. It's stressful. But if we didn't have that hardship of the stress and the cold and the darkness and the depression and the time crunch, the extreme time crunch in our lives, if we didn't give so much out there to the world that we can't hardly even begin to imagine how we're going to make it to tomorrow, how we're going to make it to Christmas and still keep going to the new year. When we don't know how we're going to do it, but yet when we close our eyes at the end of the night and we wake up the next day and it's Christmas morning and we've made it, and all of the cheer and the love and the joy that fills everyone's heart and their souls, that is what it's all about. It's about bringing that love and that hope and moving on from the past so that you can make tomorrow better. Christmas is about remembering how amazing you are, how amazing your family is. And it's about seeing others. It's about giving yourself to them. It's not about the physical object that you give. No. You could give something as simple as a handwritten letter that says nothing more than, I love you. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for reminding me of what it's all about. At the end of the day, you now have hope in your heart, and that is why we sacrifice so much to ensure that Christmas comes every year. That's why we sacrifice it. We sacrifice ourselves, we sacrifice our time, our energy, even our money. Because if we do not fuel hope, the magic of Christmas hope, into our lives and the lives of those around us, how are we to make it through January? How are we supposed to have the love of February? Or the magic mischief of March? Christmas is a struggle, but it's the most important time of the year as well.